everyone, this is Showtime 112. Once again we're covering F-15 action in the Desert Storm. The date is 26th January 1991, and at this point Saddam Hussein has already figured out that his Air Force didn't stand a chance against the coalition. In the first days of Operation Desert Storm, Iraqi Air Force relied on their most capable fighters such as MiG-29, Mirage F-1 and MiG-25 to confront the coalition, which resulted in a disaster for the Iraqis. 13 aircraft have so far been down, with only a single kill for the Iraqis, and that one might have been a fluke. So instead of confrontation, Saddam then opted for preservation. He ordered his aircraft to be hidden in hardened aircraft shelters. Coalition then focused their efforts against these shelters, and more than 100 Iraqi aircraft were destroyed in a few days using bunker-busting laser-guided bombs. Saddam's next move probably came out of desperation, and it was rather unpredictable. He ordered his aircraft to be moved to Iran. This was especially surprising because the two countries had fought a long and bloody war which only ended about 2.5 years before. The Iraqi aircraft located in western Iraq couldn't be moved to Iran directly because of the range, so they would first move to safety of Baghdad and its super mez. This stood for Missile Engagement Zone and represented the heaviest concentration of SAMs in AAA in Iraq. Coalition aircraft generally avoided flying over Baghdad. As for the F-15s, they were basically flying combat air patrols and waiting for Iraqi Air Force to make their move. One such flight came from the 58th Tactical Fighter Squadron, and it was led by Captain Rhory Draeger. His wingman was Tony Schiavi. Second element leader was Cesar Rico with Bruce Still as his wingman. They were assigned the patrol zone between Baghdad and the H2-H3 airfield complex. Draeger and Rodriguez were both MiG killers, with each of them having a MiG-29 to their credit. At one point, they were informed by AWACS about a group of Iraqi fighters north of their position that was flying on a course towards Baghdad. Even though they were unable to detect them on their own radars, Captain Draeger still decided to follow this group, hoping that an opportunity might open up. And sure enough, as they were approaching Baghdad, AWACS reported another contact southwest of their position. Draeger then decided to turn left and intercept the second group. The Eagles turned west in wall formation that is line abreast. At about 40 miles of distance, AWACS reported that one of the four MiGs turned back, apparently due to technical difficulties. Captain Draeger made sure that his flight didn't lock their targets too soon. The Iraqis were now operating without the aid of ground control, which was put out of action by coalition attacks. However, the F-15s wanted to avoid turning engagement, so they opted for locking at the last moment, so as not to alarm the MiGs. They also verified their identities, both by AWACS confirmation and their own onboard systems.
310.4. Copy. do 360. 15 miles. Box from 1. Box from 2. 2 had to take the western man. Western man. Check low. Charlie 1, nose. Box from 3. Flash 1. Okay, flash 1 from 1. Reference north. Merge. 2, second squad. Southern.
This was a classical BVR intercept in which all of the Eagles' opponents were shot down just before the merge. Sparrow missile again showed only moderate reliability with 3 out of 9 missiles malfunctioning. Bruce Till was probably the unluckiest pilot on the American side. Despite shooting before his leader, 2 of his missiles failed, and his third one hitting the MiG only after Rodriguez's, which left Till without a credited kill. I hope you liked the video. Be sure to press the like button, that is very helpful. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and if you're able to, you can support the channel on Patreon. You can get early access, exclusive content, and a chance to vote on video topics. Feel free to comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and keep watching Showtime 112.